positively ID'd 3 known associates of Zephyr. They're using encrypted radios that ping whenever they communicate. The radios will show up on your map when in use, but you'll need to bust them while they're active. The radios are useless. If you can seize their comms, we can break their encryption and locate Zephyr.
Our goal was to disrupt the Racer network. They thought teaming up would make them stronger. But in the end, it made them vulnerable. They drew strength from their anonymity, and we took it away. Like a pack of wolves, we herded them together to make them easier to pick off. Now it's time to move in for the kill. We are closing in.
What is up, you guys? Rick here. Today I'm bringing you a new episode of Need for Speed Rival. Today we are back on a cop site, and today we are in the Lamborghini Murcielago LP670 Super Veloce. Awesome car. Too bad it's not in just any color you can pick, because I would go for the turquoise one. I think it just looks incredible, and if anything like really bright on this car, it's just perfect for it. So 3 hard events. Can we actually like? You know what? I'm just gonna go for some rapid responses. I like doing those. Easy, easy, easy. Jesus. Medium. Maybe a bit more down here. Is this a hard one? Yes. Great. I like this. Let's do this. Okay. Let's go. Ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. Yeah. Ah, look at it. And you might not like it with all of the please and all that kind of stuff on it, but I picked this version specifically. I picked the patrol version specifically because it has better acceleration than the other undercover and the enforcer one. And as a cop, I think the acceleration is the most important thing that you could actually have, because you're always behind on the racers, so you need good acceleration and, well, and speed obviously, but what is really important is the acceleration to actually like get up behind them to take them out. So it is really important to me, probably the most important thing when it comes to a cop car. So that is why I love using the patrol versions of the cars. So that is why you will most of the time see me unlocking the patrol versions for the higher tier cars, such as the SV that I'm driving right now, the Aventador, the Bugatti. I think the Bugatti is a patrol version. The Koenigsegg that we're doing right now. So I just love getting the patrol cars just for the acceleration. It's just the only reason why I get those. Not because I prefer the black and white, because I really don't, because I don't like the lights on top of it. I think it ruins it. However, the lights still make the cars look quite aggressive though, so that's a good thing. That's a nice thing. Come on. I like cop cars so much though, like you always have so much nitrous that you can use, just because it just keeps on filling, like just from driving it. It just keeps filling up the little gauge. It's just so nice. Ooh, where did he come from? he was just literally teasing me right there, like, hey, you can't catch me right now because you're doing a freaking rapid response. I would not have been chasing him anyway, because it was a 599 GTO and I can't hurt a 599 GTO. It's just too precious to me. It's just too lovely. I can't hurt it. I love it too much to actually do that. Go. Past the GT500 Shelby. We're doing a quite good race so far. We're doing a really good one. Okay, I totally just jinxed it right there, didn't I? If I didn't say it, I probably would not have hit it. Oh my god, I jinxed it with that one. Anyway, still, we still got gold, obviously. So events, rapid response. No. Is Is there anything else close? 6.8 kilometers. Rapid responses, rapid rush. How far is that? 6.7. Everything is so far away. 4.7. Okay. And sorry if you can hear my chair like squeaking and crackling and whatever kind of noise it all makes. As soon as I get a full-time job again, or at least a job that pays me well. Right now I'm still at home, and it is frustrating because I can't really spend any money without like. It's just frustrating. It really is. So I hope this YouTube thing works out for me, or at least brings in a little bit more, or that I am finally capable of finding a good job. So support me on this, so I can do this full time for you guys. So I can put more time and effort into it, and we'll both be very happy. But yeah, I'm not gonna go on to that topic again because I've already done that. Oh, this way. I almost wanted to go for the jump. Woo, go, go. Oh no, I have to go this way. What surprises me though is like every single car on Need for Speed, it's always a rear-wheel drive. Never all-wheel drive. Like the 918 you see, it's rear-wheel drive. And the actual one is all-wheel. Same with this Lamborghini, the GTR, the Superleggeros. Just so many cars in this game that should actually like have a different drivetrain, and they're just all. Every single one of them. I'm not even exaggerating. Like every single one of them is rear-wheel drive. Like yeah, it's possible. You could get a conversion and like. Obviously they did it because doing a burnout with 4 wheels is unrealistic, because you can do that in like old Need for Speed games. But it's still kind of weird actually. Wow, I did not crash from that? Oh, what do you know? No. Crap. Where's it going? Go. ESF. Hit. Yes! Ow. Let's put us on the side of the road here for a second. If you're wondering what that sound was, that was me slapping my head because I did restart event instead of freaking events. Events, hot pursuits, any 4.7 rapid responses, heart. Well, I'm really hungry. I gotta go and get something to eat after this episode. My stomach just keeps on growling at me. It's like a bear. It's just like. I don't even know why I'm making these sounds right now. You know how a stomach sounds a lot when you're hungry. Just me being me again, I guess. The thing I miss the most about Lamborghinis these days, why in the hell is there a spike strip? But the thing that I am missing with the Lamborghinis from today is the wings that actually like flap open on the side. Like you will see them. There they are. It's just beautiful when they open up. I really miss that on the Aventador and the Huracan. I really miss it because it just looks so cool. Like, okay, yeah, they now have the moving wing, but come on, what is cooler? Side panels, like the side panels going up, or just a freaking wing? What's cooler? I go for the freaking side panels, man. Makes it look like a freaking jet. This thing looks so menacing. It's so cool. I love the Murcielago. Like, if I would ever have the chance to go and take a ride in the Murcielago, the SV or the normal one, or the Aventador, this LP700 or the LP720 50th anniversary edition. Sorry, I had an itch there on my nose, that's why I stopped talking. I would definitely go for the SV. I would easily go for the Murcielago. Why? It's just, oh my, just such a beautiful car. Like, yeah, it kind of has a huge ass and like high up in the air compared to the Aventador, but the Murcielago is just such an iconic car for Lamborghini. It's just worth so much more than the Aventador, and I think a lot of people will agree with me on that one. Just the Aventador is a nice car and all, and oh my god, that is just a major screw up right here. But yeah, the Aventador is a really neat car. It looks great, sounds great, like everything about it is really cool, but I really miss these cars. I really miss like people spotting the Murcielago. All you see lately is just like people spotting Aventadors. Like, I know that it is difficult to actually spot one of these cars because they are not in production anymore, so it is really difficult to spot these cars because they're basically limited edition right now, because people have broken these cars already, or they're in museums, or just something has happened to them that you're not seeing them as much anymore on the road as you used to. Probably because they are going up in value, I think, because they are not being produced anymore. Especially the SV ones, because the SV or the Superleggera and like all the extra editions, you could call it, that Lamborghini does on their standard cars are always limited. So if you can spot an SV, that is something incredible. If you can spot like a 50th Anniversario edition of the Aventador, you can spot a Superleggera. Like, if you can spot those kind of cars, it's always so nice, because there's always just like a limited amount of cars that are built of that specific type. And like, okay, yeah, you got the normal Gallardo, you got the normal Murcielago, you got the Aventador, but Lamborghini always has like a special edition of their cars, just like Ferrari has the 458 Speciale. You got the Ferrari 599, they have the GTO, they have the I can't come up with the name of the one I actually want to say right now. I want to say Bertone, but it's not Bertone, because Bertone is actually a tuner, kind-ish. They mostly do bodywork, so it's not really a tuner, it's more like, well, yeah, they changed the look of the car, they changed the body. I can't come up with the name. The Giovanni, or I know it kind of sounds like Giovanni or something like that. I'm just being so stupid right now. I could easily Google it, but I'm not gonna do it right now. But the 509 also has like a lot of different subspecies, you could say. Same with Porsche with the 911. A lot of manufacturers of cars actually have like a little extra edition of some type of cars. Like Porsche, they have the GT RS versions of the 911 and the 997, and so many, like all the other crap. Like every single sports cars or hypercars, they always have something special. Like Koenigsegg, they have the Agera, and then they have the Agera R, and from the Agera R they have built the Koenigsegg 1.1. And then you also have like Ford, who has the Mustang, and then you have Shelby, who modifies the Mustang. You get the GT500, you get the Boss 302, you get the Roush. You got so many different cars from so many different manufacturers. That is just so cool in my opinion, because they transform a normal standard car. Well, it's not really normal if you talk about these kind of cars, but you know what I mean. But they just take the standard car and they build such an amazing thing out of it. Like, if you've seen the 2015 Mustang, which you probably have, And if you've then seen the Ready to Rock, the RTR from Vince Vaughn, why did I say Vince Vaughn? Vince Gittin Jr. Or is it Vaughn Gittin? I can't remember his name. I'm an idiot. I've said it a million times before. You know I'm an idiot. That's me. I'm an idiot. Okay. But yeah, just so many different types of cars out there. Like so many standard cars which they took out of the production and made it into something special. It is amazing. I love it. Cutscene time.
Stand by while they patch us in.
Tonight, I call on all racers to band together to protect our way of life from our true enemies.
We triangulated his signal to a couple miles from your position before his comms went dark. You're the only asset we have with a shot at getting in there in time. Your assignment's simple. Get to Zephyr. End it. End it now.
Zephyr has questioned our authority, and now it's time to answer. Today, he will learn what happens when you wake the beast. It ends now.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna end it right here, but something I do want to say about the different endings of the game. If you've played the game, you know the endings. If you haven't, you'll see the endings in my playthrough if you're watching it, or you've seen it in another playthrough. But it basically happens that in the racer playthrough, you have to do a race around the entire map basically, and you basically crash into a roadblock. And what I have to do now in 0 hour is the long straight in the desert. It's where I will have to chase a car. It is not a specific car, which should actually always be the McLaren P1 in my opinion, because the McLaren P1 is the top car of the racer. So it should always be the P1 in my opinion. And it is just... my phone again, sorry for that. But it is just a total different ending, and it's not really fitting into each other. Like it should be at the same location actually, where you, the racer Zephyr, where you crash at the end of the Grand Tour, it should be around the same area as where I have to take down Zephyr as the police officer. It should be around the same area, so the story actually grabs a hold of each other and kind of mixes in, and that should be the perfect ending of this game in my opinion. That is the major flaw for me in this game, but obviously it's not gonna ruin the fun for me, and hopefully also not for you. But obviously I'm gonna live with this right now after a little bit of the ranting done right now. If you've enjoyed this episode, feel free to leave a like and a comment down below. It helps me out a ton, and I appreciate it so much to see that you guys enjoy this, and it just motivates me to keep on uploading it. And what I also want to say is subscribe if you haven't also already. You don't have to do it, but it's always fun to see new subscribers. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.